Welcome to the online Science Center tour. We start in the Blackboard homepage. If you are enrolled in Chemistry 101, BCS 102, 115, 145, or 146, you automatically have access to the online Science Tutoring and Learning Center. There, if you scroll down, you will see the two options offered to you, live tutoring and the question board. We will explore live tutoring first. If you visit the page outside the scheduled hours, you can still enter the online live center, but you will see our closed sign. If it is open, you will encounter one of our tutors. Let's go in and take a look. You need to have an up-to-date version of Java to run Blackboard Collaborate. Do not be alarmed by the pop-ups, you just have to go through a few obstacles to get to it, and it is not unusual for it to take a few minutes to load depending on your internet connection. For this spring semester, the Live Science Tutoring Center is open Saturdays from 1 to 4 p.m. and Sundays from 5 to 8 p.m. The schedule changes every semester, so be sure to check the hours posted online. When you first log into the online Science Center, this is what your screen should look like. Your name should appear below the tutor's name, and you should have the following permissions: the microphone, enabling you to speak with the tutor by clicking on the talk button, the chat, so you can use the chat log if you do not have a microphone, and the whiteboard, so you can use it and all the tools it offers. When you have a question, click on this button to raise your hand. This tool is very useful because if there are multiple students with questions in the room, it will number them in the order that they were asked. Once your question is answered, you can lower your hand by clicking on the button again. You can communicate with the tutor however you like, but if you have a question from an online resource, there is an easy way to go about it. Click on the screen capture button and it will take you to whatever you have running immediately in the background. Put it over what you want to capture, click OK, then position it wherever you like. Here are the tools and their uses respectively. The Select Object tool to change its position later. You can also use it to delete selected objects. The Pointers tool to point to a specific part on the screen. The Pencil to write freehand, or the highlighter. If you do not have a tablet, using a pencil can be painstaking, so you can use a text box instead. However, using the chat log is preferable. You can create shapes with this button and change their color too. But even with all this, sometimes it is difficult to draw what you want. For example, a graph. To draw a graph, we could use the line button, but instead, we will use the last button on the toolbar. I will clear the screen to make it easier to see. Now, we can go to the clip art and select the graph. There are other things you can use from here as well, such as math operations, for example. Log in, ask your questions, and explore for yourself. Now that we are done with this, we can explore the question board. We can go back to the main page, scroll to the bottom again, and click on the question board, then pick your class code. Now, unlike the live tutoring, the question board is available to you at all hours of the day and night, but the response is not immediate. A reply back is guaranteed in no more than 48 hours, usually less than 24, and this holds for weekends, breaks, and holidays during the semester, such as Labor Day or spring break, and even the summer semester. Please read the directions you must follow to post your question. The closer you follow them, the more helpful the response from the tutor will be. Please help us help you. Lastly, if you are in a chemistry class, you also have access to extra resources, such as formula sheets and worksheets for extra practice, some of which have solutions posted also. We hope that you will find everything you will need to become successful in your science class.